All right, guys, welcome back. We are inside the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid Touring. So this is the highest equipped Forester ever made. We just went over steering wheel mounted controls as well as your two stalks here. And we're going to go over some more information here. So real quick, control panels, pretty quick nowadays. There used to be a lot more buttons, as you can see the blanks there. A lot of the features and functions that you would normally control here, they're more automated now, or they're inside of the head unit here, inside of the infotainment center in their settings menu. So, but you do have some hard press buttons still. The EV mode is going to change it over to EV mode. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but the gas generator just shut off, and you see there in the bottom left it says EV mode. So it's in fully electric right now. You can do that at low operating speeds, city driving speeds, about 33 miles per hour and under. And it'll do it for a short amount of time, as long as it can handle it with the charge of the battery. And there's some other features, there's some other prerequisites and conditions that need to be met. So please do refer to your owner's manual or your Getting Started guide for more information on that. The next button over is a button for your liftgate. So this will open your power liftgate from inside of the vehicle, okay? Hit that button. There we are. So you can, excuse my hand, you can open it and you can close it as well. So if you're sitting inside of the car, someone is running up to the hardware store and they're coming out with lumber or plants or what have you, that can be useful. You can stay inside the car, or if you're getting, picking up groceries or something like that, where they're bringing it out to you, nice, useful button right there, open your liftgate. You may have accidentally pressed this button to try and operate the liftgate. This button is actually to turn on or off the hands-free function of your liftgate. All right, so there's a kick sensor that we'll go out and demonstrate here in just a second. And the first thing that you need to do, and it's a little bit hard to tell sometimes, so when the button is not depressed, okay, like now, you can see a little slither of gray at the top of that button. So this is on. When you cannot see that slither of gray at the top of the button, it is off. When it's depressed, it's off. And you can kind of see that in the little graphic picture there. So it's on right now. Again, we'll go demonstrate that in just a second. This is brightness control for your cluster on the inside and also your head unit. So a little bit more noticeable at night. This is the release for your gas. So since this is a hybrid system, pressing this will allow any pressure that may have built up while it was in EV mode to dissipate. So there's no misreadings by the computer or anything like that. And then it'll allow you to fuel up. So it literally takes like 1 second. You may not even have known that it was doing anything with pressure or anything like that, right? So now we're out here at our kick sensor. So let's see if I can get this to operate here on my first try. The vehicle is running right now. It's in EV mode, but it is running. There's nothing coming out of the tailpipe. There is a kick sensor that is directly in the middle, and it's about a few inches underneath the bumper. So I'm gonna try to do this on one foot without falling. And you have to have the key on you. So the key is in my pocket. Let's give this a shot. Look at that. So you can imagine if your hands are full and you aren't able to use the key fob, or maybe not even able to press the button on the lift gate, then that kick sensor can be extremely useful, but it's kind of fun too, right? So that's a nice feature that you may want to show off in front of friends and family, when you go out to your car, and you may get some jealous looks. Look, if they get too jealous, tell them, come on in the First Team Subaru, they can get their own. We've got plenty of them, right? So while we're at the liftgate, I actually want to show you how to program the memory setting for your liftgate. So this is the normal height that the liftgate opens up at. So obviously that may be too high for you to reach, or you may be parking in a low overhang area where the liftgate may not be able to reach its full height. So whenever you want to set your memory setting for your liftgate, you're going to open your liftgate up, okay? You have to slowly use this grab handle, slowly get this liftgate down to the height that you want it. So let's say right there, because we should be able to visually see that difference. Press and hold this button. The double long chime lets you know that it saved that setting. So if you could remember from the side, it was up pretty high. So now we're gonna operate it hands-free, right? Showing off. And boom, look at that. So this has stopped at the lowered setting, okay? And just to demonstrate the normal setting, height is there. All right, so I'm gonna reset this back to standard. Have to excuse that loud truck there. But that's your power liftgate, your hands-free liftgate function, and your memory setting all in one. We'll go back to the inside. And now we're gonna get into something a little bit more advanced with this Forester. Stay tuned.